What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. We're going to switch it up today by just talking about the game. For one, I thought Trey Yesavage looked pretty solid yesterday. He went more slider heavy than splitter heavy, which I can guarantee the Dodgers were totally prepared for that splitter, working on the trajectory machines, trying to pick it up. And then Yesavage threw him a curveball or a slider, and that slider was nasty. Here's an overlay of his slider with his fastball. You can see how they tunnel, and that slider drops under the swing path. Yesavage had 5 Ks in 4 innings. He did give up 2 runs and had 3 walks, but he had 14 swings and misses in those 4 innings. Seranthony Dominguez came on, pitched well, had a 98-mile-an-hour heater and a sweeper. Mason Fluharty K'd Shohei with this sweeper. Chris Bassitt had 2 Ks, got pumped up. And Eric Lauer ended the game with his cutter. On the flip side, I thought Blake Snell, his command was shaky. His stuff wasn't that bad, but his locations were. You see here, he's trying to bust right-handed hitters inside. Look where the catcher's set up. Look where the target is. And look how many times he misses this over and over again. Glove side fastballs were not working for him yesterday. And even this home run was off a miss on a glove side fastball. His changeup looked pretty decent. And then the bullpen came in and poured absolute gasoline on any smoldering flames that were out there. And it just freaking blew up, out of control. And the Blue Jays take game 1. Will, what do you have for us? Because there's a hell of a lot of hitting yesterday. Not as good a pitch.
In Ninja World, the Japanese jackhammer jacked one out, but it was a little too late because at this point in the game, we'd already had a dual set of dingers as the dongs of the day that pushed this game way out of reach. First, we got Dalton Varsho. He pulled out the spatula and flipped a 2-run, 4th inning flapjack, extra maple syrup. And I'd say this was the dong of the day, because it was the most important. It really flipped the game on its head, and things took a turn here. But then Addison Barger came up and hit a pinch hit grand slam, which rule number 81 of the dong corner. If you spank a pinch hit granny, it's an auto dong of the day. And this was actually the first one of these in World Series history. So pretty boss move by Barger. Second dong of the day of this postseason for him, by the way.
It's amazing you made that rule about a pinch hit grand slam winning pitch of the day in the World Series, and never happened.
No. See, Ninja, common misconception. That's for any pinch hit grand slam, but this is the first one in the World Series. So
I like the idea of you doing it only for the World Series, and this happened to be the first time it ever happened. You just were clairvoyant.
Yeah, wow. Incredible. And the portly Alkirk also got in on the action. But Varsho and Barger's enormous nukes were the dogs of the day.
And now my Pitching Ninja moment of zen. It's the "We Don't Need Him" chant. The absolute petty kings in Toronto just abusing Shohei here, who ends up walking. But what do you think about this, Will?
I think it's actually a pretty good chant. I think it's just creative, and it's not like particularly mean. It's just, we don't need him. We're gonna do it without him. I give it an A, Ninja. It was a good chant.
I liked it too. I mean, have some attitude here. Shohei's not used to being a villain. Make him a little bit of a villain here. You can see Shohei's face when he reaches first base. He's having a little fun with Vlad Jr. But I like all the pettiness that you can possibly have. And Toronto fans, well done. FanDuel's having a new customer promo during the World Series. If you sign up for FanDuel and are a new customer and bet $5 and that bet wins, you get an additional $300 in bonus bets. My picks of the day today are a 4-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Kevin Gausman for 5 Ks or more. Then take Mookie Betts to have at least 1 hit, Vlad Jr. to have at least 1 hit, and under 3.5 total runs to be scored in the first 5 innings. And then I'm going to add in my profit boost. What would your picks of the day be?